rtfc.baconicecream.com.
What is going on, everyone? It is time for the Evercast, your weekly dose of Evercade goodness. I'm Rich Haywood from Bacon Ice Cream Productions, Team RTFC, along with the rest of the hosts here. We got Ed, KillDashNine, right here. What's going on?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
We've got Crow down here.
Hello.
What is going on? What's up? What's up? And then, of course, right here, Classic Gaming Fun Pete.
Yo,
He's already
people.
playing. He's already playing.
I'm already playing. Having some fun.
All right, we had all sorts of people all up in this chat right away. We got Graham. What's going on? We got Casey. How's it going? Back from the dead. What's going on? Dan Nastic, DJ, Retro Gaming Revival. What is going on, guys? All sorts of people. Solid Snake. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a good morning. Crimson Cross is up in here. Ian Hobbies. Ron Snyderman. Lemony High. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we're here to talk about some awesome stuff. We're talking.
I just broke the game.
We're talking all sorts of good Evercade goodness. Yeah, it has been quiet, Lemony, and we
and that's
have,
good because I'm still not done with the 6 cartridges. Just got.
Yeah,
that's it.
year 2022 will always be. It'll be the hardest year to do exciting things, in my opinion.
Yes, yeah. I mean, but we do have some cool things to talk about. There is a little bit of a mini news roundup we're going to get into in just 1 second. But before we get into any of that, of course, we are preparing for the talk of this fine guy right here. That's Bitmap Brothers Collection.
Why is Ed freaking out?
About that in a little bit.
What's wrong with Ed? Ed, do you take your medicine?
Here, highlight Retro Gaming Revival's comment so I can answer their request.
All right. So let me just do this real quick here.
Retro KillDashNine!
Beats no reaction.
Worst intro on YouTube.
It's the best. It's the best.
No.
Hey,
no.
you can thank Ian Hobbies.
How's it going? How's it
He
going?
kept it alive, so.
That's it. It is good stuff. So, how's everyone doing this week? Let's start it there.
I don't know, but you got food behind you.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Is that a breakfast sandwich?
yeah. He's got first class service over there.
Yeah.
It is indeed a breakfast sandwich. How's it going?
I don't have anybody to bring me my breakfast.
We're all just like fascinated, like watching Rich, but we should be talking.
Sandwich. Nothing wrong with a breakfast sandwich.
That's right. Yeah, get a little early delivery. All right, cool. So, yeah, how's everyone going this week? And with this past 2 weeks, right? Because we weren't here.
Good and busy, and kind of waiting for something. Well, I guess we'll talk about the firmware updates, but just waiting for something.
Yeah. No, things are going well, man. Super Bowl this weekend. Starting a new tradition in the household where the kids get to pick the snacks for Super Bowl weekend.
That's cool.
Make my famous chili. Been playing a lot of video games.
Nice.
Super Bowl is dead to me. The Chiefs didn't make it. So.
I mean, hey, I'm a Jets fan, so you might as well be dead to me every year. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm psyched about that as well. I just wanted it to be a good game, you know what I mean? Get some snacks, get the people over, get the family hanging. It's gonna be good.
I've been watching the Olympics where there's the real.
Olympics been good, man.
Yeah, there's some good stuff there.
Canada lost to the
I
US.
didn't know where there was the Olympics going on,
You
What?
or the Super Bowl was today. I don't watch TV.
Oh. It's all good.
I stream.
Superb Owl Sunday. This is the second person I've heard made that joke this week. That's hilarious.
What's going on?
Oh, RMGB TV says that it's the Superb Owl Sunday.
Wait a minute, you said that was the second time you've heard that joke?
Yeah, this week.
Never heard it, and there's a reason. It's awful.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got a chat with a whole bunch of friends.
Can I just
What's
ban
this Evercade all about?
Maybe I'll ban him.
Good.
I do have the power. I got the power. The goggles. They do not-
and Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer is all I'm waiting for. Hey,
That's how I usually find out that the Super Bowl
show
happened, because the next day everybody's like, "Hey, look at this ad! Look at this ad!
With the halftime show.
Look at all
You
these
might watch that.
commercials.
Did you guys
Who cares about the game?
watch the Boba Fett TV show?
I haven't yet.
Dude, it's epic. It's epic, but you
I
need to
heard
watch
it's really
The Mandalorian because pretty much the last couple episodes is The Mandalorian. But it was awesome to see Cad Bane in it from the I guess Star Wars the animated series from a while ago. Anyway, if you're not a Star Wars nut like me, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But it was good. Boba Fett was good.
Yeah. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. What's up, DJC Game Studios?
Chuck is in the house. What you doing, Chuck? They ain't got no Miko over here, bro.
Yeah.
That's my.
What's the Miko?
Yeah.
That's my.
He's got
Everything
his
is wrong.
Evercade though. Chuck's got his Evercade. He's rocking the
Poser.
handheld.
He's a poser with the Evercade.
Aw, no good. Okay.
We love Chuck. Chuck's awesome. Yeah, Chuck.
Chuck's the
Chuck
best.
knows. Chuck knows.
Chuck's the best. So, all right, cool.
I'm
Well,
actually up at a normal hour.
so why don't we get into that little bit of news roundup?
Go do the spoiler show with those. Classy Pete.
That's
Yes.
it.
Go watch it. Otherwise, I don't stand by it. I do my thing.
So we had a little article drop with some firmware on what was it? Was it Tuesday?
It was like
Yeah.
a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Like Thursday.
It might have been Thursday. So we got a new Evercade firmware release, right? 2.02.
Yeah, it kind of come out of nowhere, right? They didn't even talk about it. They just dropped it, so we know what they've been doing for the last couple months, anyway. Instead of, I always just pictured them swimming in their gold coins of like Scrooge McDuck, right? Because the Evercade Fiesta sold out. Champagne and caviar at Blaze Entertainment offices.
Yeah.
But
So-
no,
So yeah, not it's a little surprise drop for us. Got some cool features, right? The biggest ones being
are they features? I guess one little feature.
The reset?
the
The
reset
reset,
option.
that's
I think would
huge,
be
yeah.
a feature,
Yeah,
right?
that's
What?
the biggest one, the reset button.
Reset. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't. I was like, what did I use that for? And then I started playing more of it, and I'm like,
I didn't
oh my
want
God,
to,
why is this not here originally in the game?
I would always like, where's the reset button?
Yeah.
I would have to exit the menu and restart the game.
Well, I think I got messed up because my biggest feature is to be able to shut down the system from the remote, and I just thought that's what I wanted, and it just masked the need for this.
Oh,
but
that's what I would like. I would like to be able to push the button and have the system turn on without holding it.
oh yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, what is it? Are you sure you want to start your game? Hold it down for 10 seconds. Are you sure?
If
I
anything,
should
you should have to
Adios
hold
to you.
If anything, you should have to hold it down to turn it off, so you don't.
I
exit
did that at the start. Before we started, I just wanted to put the games in. I hit the button. I'm like, oh, it's my OBS.
I can see the shut off for a wireless controller, but if you're using a wired controller, it becomes
No, wireless, man. Wireless. I'll say, you know what? You can make a wireless controller so cheap and you can
Wired.
make tons of money.
Wired.
Yeah, I love wired too.
I don't mind wired. I just want a wireless one. Like, there's money to be left on the table for them. Go get it. But an arcade stick, I'd take right away. Like, Evercade branded arcade stick would be cool.
Oh, yeah, I can make that Evercade branded. Didn't you see my video?
So there is only one bit of criticism that I would have to.
One
I would have to give-
criticism. Jeez, I've got a truckload.
But there's one. Well, so and the only reason why. So just a PSA. Whenever they do
Wait,
a game, whenever they
Before the
do.
show started, Ed gave me a tip that he's going to be doing a really cranky video next week. So he's got more than one bit of criticism.
Well, yeah.
No, yeah.
I have to do a rant and doing reviews. No. But so here's and the only reason why because they dug a little bit. So a PSA. Whenever they do patch updates to games, expect to lose all your save states. And I do that going. And I mean, and just as a good rule of thumb, well, because they updated for Thunder Hoop, and they said they would let you know that patching it would make your save states invalid. It didn't. I mean, I knew that. I played through the game again, like none of my save states would work.
What was wrong with Thunder Hoop? I
what was wrong with it?
hadn't even played it before. I played it just like for the first time the same day I updated the firmware, so I had no idea.
I'll tell you what was broken. Once you got to, I think it was like level 4. Yeah. 4 and beyond, when you died, the screen would go blank. And so you could try to reload your save states, but it's a game where time counts down and it resets when you die. So it made the game very difficult to beat because of that.
Well, you just don't die.
Yeah. Have you played Thunder?
Well, that could be the answer to
Yes,
any.
I played all the way through Thunder.
just be better.
Yeah.
Be a better game.
So, but I do give them credit though. I like how it patches the cart, which is awesome. So you can take, yes, you have to have a VS, but you can take it, you can put it into any other thing. Unlike Nintendo Switch. So, sorry.
Yeah.
The thing I'm happy and mad at that they fixed was Mania Challenge. I'm happy because it's fixed now. It's the right ROM, and I'm mad because now I have to re-edit a portion of my video that I had.
Whoa! What was Mania? what was the ROM? What was the ROM in Mania Challenge?
It was a broken ROM. You couldn't, if you got thrown out of the ring, you couldn't get back in the ring, and half the moves were missing.
Yeah,
that's funny because in my new series I've got in Quest for High Scores, Mania Challenge, I didn't have any of those problems because I was good enough to stay in the ring and kick butt. Just saying.
The first time I played that, I ran into that bug and I hadn't touched it since. I'm glad.
Well, actually, yeah, it was funny because I was winning matches.
At a high school.
I was winning matches because I'd throw the computer out of the ring and he wouldn't be able to get back in.
I don't think I did that because I kept in the ring trying to get more points because you threw them out of the ring. Maybe I might have just subconsciously knew not to do that because you said that it was broken. Maybe that's why. Because I just stayed and kicked and punched and grappled.
But yesterday I played it a little bit more and it was more fun because not just because that was fixed, but because there were more moves in the game.
I got to play that again.
Did they go back and fix all the text problems with the Atari, the older carts in this one, Crow? Like some of the problems you had?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I went back and I just checked out one game and it wasn't.
So
also, like the save states for chain. Go ahead.
Fix that.
I can't.
Right.
Yeah. Chain reaction. The save states and chain reaction are still broken.
Ryan said that's on the radar. Yeah, it's on the radar. Yeah.
And then one, I don't know if I'm skipping ahead, but
that's good. I mean,
I'll say what I'm going to say.
Yeah, but pretty much we're like for
me personally
like this.
And I'm just going to say this, and you know what I mean. For me personally, I don't care, but for all the Michaels that are out there, they might care, and I think you all might know.
But when you think about it, they're so small of a company. Their Discord and us are pretty much their QA. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
they can test all this stuff.
I hadn't tested it myself, but somebody told me that Yazzie was fixed, and you can actually play through all the way through to the end of the game now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't really look into what was wrong with it. Quest Arrest, there was a color palette issue, right? A lot of people complained about the color palette when they booted it up.
If there was, then I don't know what it was.
Yeah, somebody commented on one of my videos saying that they're hoping they fix the color palette, and then because that was released originally on a Game Boy cart, right? So
yeah,
we did a Game Boy game, but somehow we got a Game Boy Color version of Quest Arrest.
Yeah, I know, that's weird. Well, most Game Boy games had the opportunity to have a color palette, right?
They all do, yes.
They all have the ability to do 4 different colors anyway. Because how they were programmed, so maybe it's not a Game Boy Color game; it's just an enhanced Game Boy.
No. I think it is a color game because it literally says on the title screen it's a custom.
I like Quest Arrest. I think I'm the only one of this group that actually enjoyed that game.
It's okay. I say Quest Arrest.
Because I like the quirkiness of the adult quirkiness of the whole little setup, going around the town and stuff.
It's just so weird catching criminals like Pokemon.
I know, that's what I like about it. I'm so into the new Pokemon Arceus. Like, I had to stop playing it because I was playing it way too much. Like,
if it was a longer game, if it was like a 2-hour game, and like you could probably beat that game in 5 minutes.
What one?
Quest Arrest?
I think so, yeah. It's a very short game.
Yeah.
Well, not 5 minutes, like half an hour. But
yeah, it's like
how much
same as Dedius, right? Dedius, it's a 45-minute game. Like
that one, you just keep going back and replaying
11 endings, right?
Different things.
Yeah, there's like 11 endings or 13 endings. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I'm fine with shorter games, but for an RPG, which I can, an RPG like that, that's unacceptable.
See, I like RPGs to be under 30 hours. Like, I don't want to be playing an RPG more than 30 hours.
I like them when they're like 150 hours.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like it, but as I am right now, I'm time starved all the time.
Dude, is Princess Quest really going for $300?
Yeah, man.
Good gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Intellivision only had a limited run of like 500 units or something like that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I'm saying if you're going to spend money on Princess Quest Physical, don't get the Intellivision version. Go get the Coleco version. It's far superior.
I don't know.
I have both.
Like
I don't have
Quest.
both physically. I have both. ColecoVision. What? Someone's going to argue with me on that?
What?
Yeah.
Between the Coleco version and the Intellivision version? I mean, I haven't played the Coleco version, so I can't.
Coleco versions,
I can't put the gloves on.
You won't go back to the Intellivision version. The Coleco version is much better.
If the controls are better, then yeah, maybe.
Yep. Well, you just use a SNES. It's made for a SNES controller, right? So I have it on my Collector Vision Phoenix system.
Yeah.
Pre-packed on that, and it's just awesome.
I think if I could remap the buttons,
it doesn't make the Intellivision version bad.
Right.
It's really good. It's just ColecoVision is better, in my opinion. Having played through both of them, I find the ColecoVision easier too.
Yeah,
it's an easier game.
It's cool.
Which may be why I like it more. But the graphics are better, sound is better. Well, ColecoVision games back in the day were better looking than the Intellivision. In a lot of ways, like they were better hardware, right? Yeah, DJC. I want Intellivision. I'm waiting for that to get updated. You know what? Evercade should go put that on their next Intellivision cart. When are we going to find out about the next Intellivision cart? Hopefully, it's soon.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I know.
There's reasons why I want that to happen soon.
Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that thing out there.
Yeah.
Is
like
Castlevania
soon,
too close to Castlevania though?
Either that, or we might never get it.
Sean, if you can speak to it, is the deal done with that? So no matter what happens to
Well,
Amico, we still get it.
Cloudy Mountain.
I know.
Yeah.
If he goes back on that, I'm done with Evercade and I'm done with Intellivision.
He's just like, give me my Cloudy Mountain.
Well, they said they would.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, give me you and your patience is a virtue. Whatever. Go back to
That's a great response. But overall, though, no, seriously, though, this is good.
High school kids here. We're men with money.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Blaze is on top of things and patching and fixing stuff.
Yeah,
Going from the handheld to the VS, a lot of older games here. I think this is great.
They don't even talk to me anymore. They cut me off. I got too cranky. I guess.
Well,
I mean, there's some cool things in as far as the VS owners go. I'm not exactly sure the technicalities between nearest neighbor filtering.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You know what I do
for you, but
I mean, what is that?
It's cool that it's an added feature. I don't know. We should get Ryan and
I thought it was an option you'd be able to turn on and off, but apparently
Pixel Perfect one looks the same.
Perfect. I just do original, like the standard. Like what do I do? Let me check.
Oh, I always use original. Pixel Perfect is too small, even on.
I always use Pixel Perfect. I always have it on Pixel Perfect, so, and I
because you're perfect. Why is my controller dead?
The next thing that says there expanded compatibility with third-party controllers. I don't know what exactly was expanded because all the things that were still broken were still broken.
Well, maybe they had added some more drivers for controllers that are over.
Yeah.
Over
I forgot to check to see if a keyboard would work. Should check that out now.
There you go.
What I want. Well, and I'm sure they're working on it. An update for paddle or like trackball.
No. That's going to be far more difficult because you've got to implement that into every game separately.
Oh. I didn't know that there was a NES port of Cloudy Mountain. That's kind of cool. I would check that out for sure.
Ratio. Subtle scale lines.
Don't use the NES board.
I think there's a lot of decent fixes in there. I think the reset feature is the winner. I think that's
exactly.
Yeah,
I saw that. I was like, that was the reason I updated it as soon as I could because I wanted that up.
They fixed it.
Yeah, I think they should just. Yeah, what is that? Was the phone secret that didn't work? So it's a different one.
Yeah, now you should be able to use like circuits or whatever. Yeah.
What does it get you? Anybody try that? What is the secret? Let me try.
It's the same. It's the same game. It's whatchamacallit. A video on it. I should know.
What's the code? Put the code in chat. Let me put it in now.
Evercade
circuits, right?
Evercade info. Trying the speed. Yeah, I don't care. Let me in for the spoiler alerts.
Spoiler.
Circuit. Yeah, circuit. I mean, it gives you Kubo 1 and 2. Yeah.
We already got that.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's with the hotline said you had to put in circuit. So now they fixed that. So yeah, I think you can put in circuit, or you can
so you got 2 codes
Or
that gives you.
CPU here, right?
Yeah.
That was a great secret, by the way. Those games are awesome.
Yeah, those are cool. That was fun. It was fun to see that. More of that.
But
I'd love to see keyboard support.
I can't spell. Yeah, it didn't work for me. Whatever.
speaking of that, and we know that Sean's give us something to hold us until the end of the end of next month. Give me a new game.
Yeah, it's turned into me. He just wants information. I'm like, meh now. I'm like, whatever. Do your thing, Evercade. I don't really.
I still got one whole cartridge to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we've got so we got the firmware update, and then everything else is just kind of
This is like a monthly update for me. They should be doing monthly fixes for this stuff. Like,
yeah,
I think
like
the new
roll up would be kind of cool, right?
Ooh. Sean said you will hear soon.
Like, I
I'll take that.
think,
Thank you, Sean.
I think just they should do monthly fixes like this. Keep them like smaller and then do new features. I just want to see some new features. Like I want online play. That needs to happen.
That Games Legends Pinball was getting weekly updates for like a year, and now it's monthly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it all depends on right what they want to do.
Yeah, but you don't want this to be like at games where they fix a bunch of stuff and they break a bunch of things.
You want to wait till all customers have their VS? Yeah,
Ooh.
sure.
That makes sense.
Yes,
Like I said, I'll maintain 2022 is going to be just like that. I don't expect any major announcements. I just expect games, and updates to the firmware. That's it. And I think I'll be happy with that. They did way too much in the last 2 years. But you know what's dangerous now?
Yeah.
People like Ed frothing at the teeth for new stuff all the time, right? So
Well, and I can tell you, unfortunately, with me, I get bored of games like very. It takes a certain special type of game to keep my interest, and that's part of the magic of the Evercade, right? Keep getting these curated collections. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, but for me, and I guess for me, it's all about I now have the cartridge buffet, and for me, I just grab every once in a while, just grab a cart and play. Like I've got so many. If I took a picture of my desk right now, I've got 5 carts that have been opened that have been rotated in and out of my Evercade devices over the last 2 weeks, just because I just was like, oh, I want to check out this one, or I want to check out that one, or And the one that I wanted to play, I didn't play yet. Speaking to the fans group, Yar's Revenge is the monthly challenge this month, and I haven't even gotten a chance to even put in the cartridge to play it at all. But I will.
Yeah.
I should, because I picked it, right?
I've got a lot more appreciation for Yar's games since the Evercades come out that I never had when I was younger. I never really used to play
the Yar's when I was growing up.
It's funny. It's like the first time I ever played it, I didn't understand like how I was supposed to play it.
Yeah.
Kind of I almost have to have it explained to you before you can really.
So as a kid, I'm like, Yar's Revenge or Pitfall? Yar's Revenge or Frostbite? Yar's Revenge or and it's always the other.
Yar's Revenge or any Activision game is a hard balance for a lot of people, I guess. Yes.
But like when it back to like what Sean just said, like you're right. Not start shouting about stuff when pre-orders still wait. Yeah, you're right. You're going about the right way for sure. But like I think
Okay, wait. I could probably name about 10 other games on the Evercade that are.
Wait, is it Retro Gaming Revival? Like, how can you even answer that?
He's saying that Yar's Revenge is worse than Uchusen.
He's messing with us. He's messing with us.
Yeah, no, he's pulling the mic for sure. But
he's messing with us, guys.
Wow,
I played a whole lot of games recently are worse than that. But yeah, I think it's always going to be like, the fact that they announced and shipped 2 pieces of hardware in 2 years, like 2022, like it's just going to be games. If anybody thinks it's more than that, is probably smoking something they shouldn't be, or should be.
But you know what? I'm all about the games. Load them up. Let's do it. But
give us features.
Curious. I want to see what kind of updates we get with this thing too.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want online play. I want friend system. I want those things.
I don't want that stuff. I just want to use what controllers can I use?
yeah, that's fine. But I want to be able to play some of these games against Rich. I want to have my own little profile system. Man, if the Atari VCS can do all that with their 6 people.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's
Yeah,
funny.
different thing, though.
I'm really
Let's not
surprised.
talk about the Atari VCS.
If it wasn't for the price, I'd probably
It's a great
get
system.
the
A lot of
Atari
companies should
VCS.
model them.
The
I know
VCS,
one company should
I
model
love
it.
mine. I like my VCS. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
I
love
can
it.
easily spend
Breakout
$200
recharge last
for
night.
it. But I could play Breakout Returns on my computer. I mean, I don't need the Atari VCS to play that.
Don't buy it then.
No, they need high scores, right? Because every other like product, like arcade, like 1-ups, iArcade, we just need high scores to be able to do that.
Leaderboards
Yes.
and worldwide ones and regional ones. That would be awesome. Just to see where you're at. That's why I want Fringe leaderboard, right? To see your scores, and then we wouldn't have to do third-party sites and all that.
The leaderboards should be set up so the second you start using a save state, it's not.
Yes, they're going to have to make a mode where
Yeah,
the
it
same-
should be
Yeah.
just That's probably why it's taking so long for them to
Yeah.
do it.
Well, don't forget too, for arcade games like something like Bad Dudes, you'd only have 1 credit. Otherwise, what would be the point? Because you get 99999 when you beat the game.
Yeah. I just think
Well,
the nature of the system probably will prohibit any type of leaderboard system
Yes.
because the nature of the save state system, and you wouldn't be able to do like official online ones because you can't trust the people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, unless there was some kind of lockout mode that you can only get into to play those things.
And I'm hoping
Like
they do
those
a
special-
Polymega.
like even a special ROM drop, kind of like what they do on Nintendo Switch Online, right? Like you can get Super Metroid, right? And then you have Super Metroid Special. And the reason it's special because they already have like hacked ROM things in it that make it you have to play in a certain setting or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Like, I still think they could do a profile system with friends and just don't worry about leaderboards. Just say, hey, Ed's, these are the Ed's top picks this week, what he's been playing.
If it was very
I want
simple.
leaderboards.
Not
Like
necessarily-
Nintendo Switch is a very simple one, right? It says what Rich has been playing, how much he's been playing it, but you can just tag your favorite game, stuff like that. Like Atari VCS does that. I can look at any of my friends on the VCS and know what Rich has been playing recently and where he's logged the most time. And then that in itself gives me an idea. Maybe I should go check that game out, especially when there's 260 or 300 games on the Evercade, right?
Right. Yeah.
I just
things
don't
like
see them being able to implement something like that for like over a year.
yeah. I can,
Unless it was something that was it was planned from the beginning. Yeah. But because like if you already have the hardware and the software and everything, and now you decide you want to go back and implement this kind of stuff, it's a lot harder to do that.
You need to have some really good software engineers to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd be happy with QR codes. Just do that for high scores. Done.
I'm just trying to figure out why he put so much memory on the system. Like that for me, it's like 4 gigabytes like on the system. I'm like, why do you need so much? If you're not going to plan to use it, like what was the point, right?
It's
so
probably
the future.
It's 4 gigabytes is probably as cheap as 2. So why not go with as much as you can for the price?
Ross, you're a friend of mine on the VCS, aren't you, Ross? Ross goes, I have no friends on my Atari VCS. I'm like,
hit us up.
So we VP, man, on my VCS.
It's all good. But yeah, well, the latest update too was pretty beefy. It was like 250 or 280 megabytes.
Yeah, some people had trouble getting it downloaded. They must have had some weak connections or something.
It's their internet. It's them. It's their internet or their router. And to be honest, I mean, they even list the specs with doing even the handheld updates. I hate to say it, but it's your hardware, or you're using the wrong cable, or it's the person. So,
yeah, that's the weird thing.
They're so easy.
Yeah.
I wonder why that cable thing always trips people up. If you're not using a certain USB cable, you can't even update it.
Well, I have no problem. Like ever since I upgraded my Evercade, I have no problems with any cable.
Yeah, because they have old PCs or they're using Macs or something.
Yeah.
I think overall,
honestly, for both the VS and the handheld, when I updated them, I wasn't paying attention. I kind of just started the process. I looked away, and when I looked back, it was done.
I haven't updated my handhelds yet. Only my VS.
Yeah. I think I've done one of my handhelds. The other one is floating around here somewhere. Actually, I don't even know where.
I don't know if I'll update them. I'm going to update my. Which one do I play most? My purple now. I play my purple most. So I'll update that one.
I did them both. I'll reserve my white one, for a beta. But...
My white one's still on OG.
Nice.
I want to preserve that original boot up sound.
Oh yeah, I missed that thing. There should be like a toggle.
Yeah.
Like change. Every time they change the boot up sound, like you'd be like, "Hey."
I actually like the new one a lot better. And if I want to listen to the old one, I'm sure there's a YouTube video out there somewhere where I could just play it and listen to it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to hear what type of, like, if they're just going to focus on games this year, right? Because you don't have to build games. Let's be honest. Like, all these games are already built. They're just testing them, putting them on packs. They could really do some really cool, interesting feature stuff that we haven't really thought about stuff. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I want to. I want to see something surprising. Like, oh, I never thought of that.
Dude, I just want per button game mapping. That needs to be.
Yeah,
that would be nice. No, that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about that, but I see why people want it. Like,
because, like for some pinball games, like
yeah,
if I'm using
I'd like to be able to do this.
Yes,
although
a lot of the arcade buttons are backwards, and
I tried the video pinball. I tried remapping the buttons to the not the joypad left and right, but to actual buttons, and you can't push both buttons at the same time because one flipper will override the other. So you still have to push up to do both flippers at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say we slide into that Bitmap Brothers Collection 1, shall we?
Yeah, let's kick that ball around.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you'll notice, and Dan mentioned it, that Crow's he has a Blanca shirt. That is lit. I love that shirt.
When I saw it, I was like, I gotta buy that, but I'm not gonna spend that much for it. And then it went on sale, so I was like, oh, now I'll buy it.
That's a good time. That is a good time for sure. All right, so let me go find some videos.
Kill the radio's time.
All right. Where did it go? There we go. Evercast videos. Looking for this.
Oh my gosh.
One of these days I get in my lazy ass set up with bumpers.
There's something wrong with Crow.
I gotta sneak that in once per episode now.
So we got some speedball going on right now. This one is the Master System version, which makes me very excited.
Okay, I'm the opposite.
I love Master System. I want all of the Master System games ever I can get in my hands. And as far as gameplay goes, I mean, when we get to it, there are probably better playing speedball games on this.
I'll let you in on a little hint. Every other version is a better playing version than this version.
but I don't know. Like, it's something about this one. I don't know. I just like it, and I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because of the feel. Since I play so much Master System, like I can, like, it feels to me like I know how to control it better, or maybe it's I like the little chibi sprites. I don't know what it is, but I just like this one.
My Evercade just broke.
Your Evercade just broke.
We turned the system off. Everything is frozen.
Oh no!
Unplug it.
Yeah, just do the old reset.
Let me get my unpopular opinions out of the way. So for me, I'll just say this is for me, this cart is a single game cart.
Wow, my
God. And so let me talk about. So for me, the Master System. So to me, all these games, all these three versions are the same version, but the Master System version is the most charming. I don't like that this and the Genesis version don't have any music. But so here's what irritates me though about this type of game. I don't like sports games where you don't have an auto pass button, like even baseball, because it makes it very, like NBA Jam, Double Dribble, all those, like you should have an auto pass so you can use some strategy to get it to your teammate. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just running down, and like just to score is difficult. And for me personally, there's just
auto pass because
I think just like I don't know, just for the speedballs are just boring. You just go back and forth. Even the Genesis one and even the PlayStation one, yeah, you can use weapons, but I don't know.
No, that's lackluster. Games entirely.
This one has the most charm.
You do have weapons in this game. They are the power-ups that show up on the floor. When the original version I played was the Commodore 64 version, and I remember really liking that one. So when I was playing this one, I was like, man, did the Commodore version play this slowly? I don't remember. And then I started looking up all the other versions, and they all play much faster. And
but there's no music though. But at least I will say, I like Master System 1 is my favorite because other than the graphics and the aesthetic, you can just get it and play it. Right? There's like none of this nonsense escape menus, having to power up your dudes.
I think you're talking about a different game now. You're not talking about this one.
To me, all three of them, they're the exact same. For me, there's like very little difference.
I keep telling you, the original Speedball is much different than the Speedball 2, and Speedball 2100 is actually a remake of Speedball 2.
Yeah. You have to tell me how, because you just there's power ups, but you're throwing the ball back and forth.
Well, in Speedball 2, there's a lot more ways you can score points. In this game, it's just throwing the ball into the goal. But in Speedball 2, there are different methods of scoring points that don't involve you throwing the ball into the goal.
Yeah, it's how you can get like 2 points by doing something, or like some random amount of point.
There's like stars on the side of the field. I think you get points.
It didn't keep my interest. Let's just say this too: if I'm throwing this cart here, I'm going to be playing Chaos Engine because that game excites me the most. Like some of the other games, they don't.
I don't think most people won't argue with you saying that Chaos Engine is the best game on the cartridge, but I'm just saying
unless you're a sports game fan, a sports game fan and a Speedball fan, which let's be honest, it was a popular game back in the day.
Yeah, Speedball.
Like I bet you, if you put NHL 93 or 94 on this cart and tons of other games, I'd probably choose the NHL game as my favorite. And if you put Joe Montana on a cart like this, Rich would probably choose Joe Montana as his favorite game.
But like I'm saying,
don't dismiss sports games fans from this era, because they were some of the best video games of that era for a lot of people.
I really like Speedball, but I don't like this version of the game.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, Speedball is not my jam. I never played it as it's a weird hybrid sport, right? Feels like.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like handball. It's like futuristic handball.
Yeah. I mean, and if it wasn't for the fact that it's an actual goal that you're throwing in, and instead you had if you had uprights that you could throw your ball through, then it could be.
Also, this Master System version is missing the tournament feature that all the other versions have.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't put a battery backup or password system in this game, so they just got rid of the entire tournament system. So there's only one mode of game you can play in this version of the game.
Yeah.
Good, glad someone likes it.
I mean, so this is one of those games for me that this was a discovery game, right? I never really played Speedball before. I didn't know what was going on with it. This was the first one that I played because it was the Master System version. Again, because of my proclivity for Master System, I just wanted to play that one first. It's a game that I want to see if I can grow into it. Right? My first impression was, okay, this is cool, and I kind of get how the action is supposed to happen. It's just that I need to wrap myself around the rules of the game so I can learn how to play it better.
I think that if there was look how stuttery this is as well. Slow, it's stuttery. Look up video footage of almost any other version. It's so much smoother and faster. It's a lot easier to play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, we could just roll it right into Speedball 2. And then show the difference, right?
Yeah,
well, I'm talking about the original Speedball.
You mean from this?
I'm not even talking about the sequel. I'm talking about different versions of this game.
Oh, to Amiga, to Commodore 64, etc.
Yeah, exactly. All other versions of this game are better on every other system.
Well, sadly, we don't have those.
I have a tier. Because it's like my poor Master System doesn't have.
Look at this! Look at this! I know what's going on here.
What the heck's going on?
So all right. Well, so let's what though, let's do it. Let's roll in and do it at least Speedball 2, and then what do we say? We'll do Speedball 2, and then we could break it up by doing either Xenon or Chaos Engine today. And then, we could do the other two next week.
To be honest, I think we should, if we're going to do Speedball 2, I think Speedball 2100, the same
on the same podcast.
They're pretty much exactly the same game.
All right. Yeah. So then what do we say then? If we're going to do those two, we'll do those two next week, right? And then which one? Which one do we want to do? We want to do Chaos Engine, or we want to do Xenon today?
Ed, what do you want to do? Do you want to get the bad one out of the way
Yes,
first?
yes. So I think Cast Engine is going to take more time because I think there's a lot to talk about. So,
all right, fair enough. So we'll do C. The poor games. It's terrible.
No, and I can tell you I can tell you why I don't. I can tell you specifically because I love shoot 'em ups, and I'll tell you why I don't like. Why I don't like this game as much. The music is cool, the idea is cool, but I hate how the level scrolls with you, and it's like the level is trying to crush you.
Yeah, there are dead ends, and you can get channeled into a dead end, and there's no escape.
Yeah, and the hit detection's a little bit off too with shooting things, and it's just
there is though. You can escape. That's the thing that I thought was so
you can
weird
press
about this
down
game.
And
You can back up.
You can pull down.
You can back
you
up
can hold
all
down.
the way out of your dead end, which is like, what? I've never, like, that broke
you
my
can
brain
back
when I saw that happen.
But
I
for me,
forgot
this-
about that.
This game
so
was a
slow.
disappointment. It looked really cool, but it's not my style of shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
Also, you really need a Turbo Fire controller to play this game, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can get that power up. But,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a power-up, isn't it? An auto fire?
See, that's what I mean. Like, there's all that stuff in your like to me, my shooters give me a bullet hell. Stop, where I can actually move around and maneuver. That's.
I can't remember. Like, it's been a while since I've actually played this one. I can't remember exactly what I thought of it. I just remember not liking it. How bad? Oh yeah, I gave this one of my lowest scores.
Yeah, music is cool, graphics are cool, but just the gameplay and everything. And it's neat the idea of the shop. It just seems like
Yeah.
And it's the same song. The same song plays during the title screen, the game.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I captured footage playing with the music on. I don't remember if I captured footage playing with the music off, but eventually I just turned the music off entirely.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, if you get the same track over and over again, it is kind of like, it's rough. It's a rough scenario. You know what, this game though, it kind of makes it like, reminds me of maybe like a space Xevious. It's like the feel of the fighter, the way it moves on the screen, kind of feels that
I
way.
wouldn't say that because you don't have bombs.
All right, that's true. You don't have bombs, but I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the speed of the game. It kind of makes me feel like, all right, well, I would put that shooter almost in a category like that.
It does move slowly, and that's not a big deal. It's
This ain't no Dragon Spirit, and that's kind of like my standard of shooters on the Evercade. That's my current probably favorite shooter on the Evercade is Dragon.
yeah, and I
Spirit.
will say that it does have that feature that you could back up, but do you really want to be backing
No.
up?
But this is cool, but it's weird. Like you have to sell things to buy. It's a cool concept again.
Oh yeah, and then there's that one power up where if you buy it, you get all the weapons, but for
For
like
10
10 seconds.
That made me angry. I was like, "What the heck is this nonsense?" And then I lost. Yeah.
That's actually cool though. That song was an actual song by a band that hit the charts. That's cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with the song. It's just that it's always playing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I know.
it's one of those things that's unfortunate, right? Is it that they just couldn't fit anything else on the cart? They just had the one.
Well, this
The
is
one
a
track.
See, like how you just shot through those enemies. That's what I mean. Like, it just seems like this game really feels like a beta. It's like
that's what I remember too. Is it felt like I should be hitting guys, but I'm not.
it feels unfinished. Like there's just one song. Things like
Like I have the fire like that. And I go through a whole swarm of enemies, and yet somehow every bullet misses everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seemed that like hit detection on some of the enemies was a little weird. Like you could almost shoot through enemies, and you're like, the bullet is over the sprite, and it's like, why isn't it hitting the enemy? So yeah, it is a little weird.
I think every single game on this cartridge, except for Speedball 2100, is a port of an Amiga game. So this is a Genesis port of an Amiga game.
Right, and like, is it the fan consensus that all of these versions, like the Amiga version or the Commodore version or whatever other version, are they the superior versions to these?
Yeah, I
ports?
think so. I think mostly. I've never had an Amiga myself, but if I go back and I look at the footage for the Amiga version, it looks better.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
it almost like makes you think like is it possible that you might wind up seeing Blaze revisit Bitmap Brothers in a collection if they can start doing the microcomputer stuff. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah,
That would be great.
We got that Amiga 500, that little mini console coming out later this year. So
yeah.
I kind of have one pre-ordered just because I never had an Amiga before. So some of these games I think are on that. So it'd be interesting. And even if they're not, I think you can load them in and try them out. So
do a comparison video.
I think those for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool stuff. So I mean, so as far as like game, like I guess ranking and Pantheon, I don't know if I would, like even over Xevious or some of the other vertical shooters that are on the Evercade. I don't think this one will rank real high.
Look at that! I kept missing those guys.
Yeah, that's so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you. Give me a shooter that's a bullet hell with solid controls. I can deal with that. Yeah, it looked like you kept missing. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's one of those things though for me that like you know what, I'm just glad I'm getting to experience it. Like I'm glad I'm getting to play it.
No matter how bad you think a game is, it's always an experience.
Yeah. I mean, like so that it just gives me the hope that maybe if there are superior versions of this game, then maybe we can see those in other revisions. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if there was like an Amiga collection or a Commodore 64 collection, something like that.
Yeah, and then toss these on there in a bigger set, right?
And if you give us keyboard support, then we can make keyboard. Well, I don't know what you'd be able to do with the handle. Hey, it works for the Commodore 64 Mini. You can navigate and use it without a keyboard attached because you can push a button and it brings up a keyboard on the side, and it's tedious to do, but you can do it.
Yeah. It's an interesting point by RNGB as well about the Gremlin cart, that there are people who got really excited about most of the games that are on that cart, and then they're like, well, it'd be awesome if they were in the Amiga version. So yeah, interesting.
You know what? It doesn't appear like it's the same case with Atari, like how there's like nostalgia for like Asteroids and those versions compared to the arcade. It just seems like people like the superior, like Amiga versions are better than this. Like there's not as much nostalgia for the non-Amiga versions.
Yeah, exactly, because the Amiga versions are better.
Yeah. And
a lot of Amiga games got ported to the Genesis/Mega Drive in an inferior version. And that's what we're seeing. I just don't understand, why we got the Master System version of Speedball. Like, it was on the NES too, but it was called Flashball, so maybe that was, and that wasn't actually made by Bitmap Brothers too, so that probably had something to do with it. But
do you think it's licensing with the emulator? Do you think that's what it is? Why we don't have these Amiga version games? Is it licensing?
I guess the chat, people like Xenon too, and fine, if I'm gonna play shoot 'em up, I don't think I'd go to Xenon 2.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, with all of the things that we can play, I don't know if I select that too, but I'd still hang out. Out.
Well, Sean answered my question, but yeah, it was licensing.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So, but who knows? Maybe you see those things in the future. You just never know. All right, cool. So, I think that's that. So we did Speedball and we did Xenon. And actually, it's kind of weird because we did it right in a row, right? So then Speedball 2, Speedball 2100 and Chaos Engine will be next week then, and we'll wrap that card up next week, which is pretty cool. So good stuff.
Never say never.
Yeah, never say never. That's right. Love it. That's good stuff. All right, cool. So why don't we slide on in to the Evercast Score Challenge?
Oh,
it is about that time.
We forgot about that. What game won?
So we've got the winner right here. Let me go ahead. And
it is Psycho Pinball.
Psycho Pinball is the one that won.
I gotta go grab that.
Pull that tab up real quick. Boom. There it is. There is your winner at 52 0.6% with 10 votes. Psycho Pinball. Edging out Burnin' Rubber, which was actually my choice. But we'll get it back. We'll get it back.
Since I can't use my arcade stick for this one.
Yeah, arcade stick for a pinball game would be a little weird, right?
Go
Well,
for it.
yeah.
So let me go ahead and switch on over here. There we go. Make sure that I don't blow out people's eardrums.
Yeah.
It was a little loud last night, apparently, during the live stream, so I apologize for anyone who was watching that.
Let me make sure I've got my timer. Is it control?
Yes. All right. Let me go back to, there it is, Psycho Pinball.
Huh.
I know worky.
Oh, man, I did it again. I always do this.
Hang on. Reopen OBS.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Are we going to play the first table, just the Psycho table?
The main table, yeah, the one on the bottom.
Yeah, the Psycho table.
Yeah, it's
There
like
we go.
Psycho.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Oh, I should have looked at what the controls were because it's been a while.
It's a B button and A button and left stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you want to change it. Yeah.
Sweet.
that's a nice thing. I was like, look, I could pull up this.
Yeah. So it's left control, left bumper on left.
Yeah, that's why I can't use my arcade stick unless I remap all the buttons.
So are we just doing the all tables?
Yeah,
do Psycho table.
Yeah, Psycho table, the one that's the biggest option.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, how we want to, like, when do we actually start? When we select the table?
Yeah, just do that.
Or-
Yeah, let's all get to the select game table screen because it looks like you can sit there without it, doing anything.
Yeah.
Start the timer and then we'll go.
Yeah, go in from there.
I'm gonna move you over.
Okay,
There we go. We can get
All
there.
right. Do the countdown. Everybody ready?
Right. Ready? Is everybody ready? Okay.
All right.
There
Ready?
we go. Let's start. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Boom.
All right. Because I was wondering if we should start at the point at which you're launching the ball.
Oh, got it.
But as long as we're all starting at the same point, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just so weird playing this like this. It just seems like in video pinball, you always get cheated and the ball goes around behind you where you can't hit it. I'm not an expert in nudging.
Oh, crap.
What'd you do?
Oh, I just died.
Nobody survived
Oh my
5
goodness. I just launched the ball
see if I can
into.
last 5 minutes on this because extra ball. Okay, we're fine.
No.
Yeah, I got an extra ball too, I think.
I'm probably gonna have to start over again.
Yeah. We voted for bump and jump. See, or burning rubber, whatever. Yeah, that scrolling, that is really annoying. Especially.
It's pretty fast. I'm playing on
Yeah,
this
it's a little too fast, which is why I didn't
Yeah.
vote for this game.
That's all right though.
Oh, crap. Dead again.
Moon. Oh no! Don't go.
What's my stupid high score here?
All right. I think that at this point, if I lose everything, then I'm not restarting.
Ah.
Oh, I lost again.
All right, do I get it? Oh no, that was it. That was me. That was me over. But I don't know what the score was. 20 something.
Yeah, I put it to a save state so I can go back and check when we're done.
2 million something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I got 4 million, I think. That was my score.
Move.
Going back in. We got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No way. 2 minutes and 20 something seconds. All right, get up there. Oh, he didn't get up there. No, don't go out.
See, I keep hitting the thing with the flippers and it keeps going in. Like, really?
Yeah, I timed. Oh, gosh.
Okay, last ball for me.
Oh, my God. 2 deaths right in a row. It just
It is a
bounces in
looking
there.
table, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's frustrating.
What?
It's like a weird carnival.
Well, yeah, it's a psycho carnival. There it goes. That's my last ball, I think.
Ah. All right, so that's a minute.
All the bonuses and everything. Like, too much time in between.
Oh, I should have done a save state. I didn't. Oh well.
Oh, well.
I could always go on the live stream and rewind it a bit.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what everybody watching. You guys got to keep us honest here.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Dan Nastic had my score 6.345 million.
Yeah, I only had 4 million.
Shoot the ghost trains.
Is you got 45 seconds left about.
This is probably the most I've played this game, guys. Feels like.
I played it quite a bit, and I actually own this game. I have the actual cartridge, so I played it then too. But yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but it's okay.
Oh crap! What was that 4 million? Oh man, how did I get there?
No, was that a game over for me?
I got 4 million in something. I need to go back and look.
2.2 million. Oh, I got another ball. Only 17 seconds though.
Yeah, 15 seconds left.
I got 4 million something.
9, 8, 7, 6,
I don't know
5,
if anybody captured
4,
that.
3, 2, 1.
Time over.
All right, 22.728. There we go.
28. Okay.
Where's
So,
Pete?
did anybody beat 6 million?
No.
No.
I won.
Okay.
That's it. Wait, where did Pete go?
Yeah, where did he go?
There he is.
I noticed he disappeared.
I was like, that's it.
I think I got like 4 million. 4 million
Yeah,
something.
I probably won.
Yeah,
Got that one.
I got
Good.
some bad luck on my first 2 balls, and then I had to carry the last 2.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Crow should win that.
It's fun. It's fun times.
I'm surprised they didn't make it to any other tables.
The only
That's-
thing with those tables is the scrolling is a little too fast. It kind of
Yeah.
it's hard to do. Like I like the tables that are almost all full on the screen.
especially on this table where you get the side flipper, because the screen goes whips right by it. You really need to already know in advance what the timing is.
It's almost like you need a vertical mode for this game.
Just turn your TV. Isn't that the new egret? The new egret that's going to be here soon. From Tato, you can flip the screen in the little menu.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I want that, but I don't want to spend the money in order to like.
I went and pre-ordered.
I could guarantee you, if they
It was
made
a
it
pandemic impulse purchase.
so you could turn the Evercade and play it like so
I
many
knew
games you can play like that.
You can
we
do that
should
on the
probably-
Switch. The Switch does that. They have a separate Joy-Con holder for the Switch to do that.
Yeah,
believe
you can
this
do
is
that for RetroArch. I mean, so
I was
Yeah.
looking to get that add-on for the Switch that you can dock it this way. And
It's next week's poll.
Yep.
oh, so what is
where's
next
next
what is
week's
next
poll?
week?
All right,
Share this one.
next week's poll.
Next
Midnight
week.
Resistance. Love that game. 8 Eyes. Well, 8 Eyes we shouldn't do because that's a 2-player game.
It's a one-player game.
You control the bird. You can't with in one
Yeah,
player.
it's a one-player game for sure.
Yeah, I know, but it's almost impossible to play without having the bird because you need to progress in certain levels. In certain parts of the level, you need the bird to have the control of it.
Well, it
flip
still has a
switches.
score, and one player can play it. It's on the list.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't think so. I don't like it.
Hey, I don't like most of the games that we for five minute
What's
challenge.
coming with
Do it
the
anyways.
trackball controller?
Midnight Resistance is
Not
like
a
an
scoop,
arcade
but we
game.
have one of those coming with the paddle and trackball controller. What?
Like a cartridge that's going to come with a paddle and trackball controller?
Not a scoop, but we have one of those coming with the paddle and trackball controller. What?
One of what?
Who asked for a paddle and a trackball?
I'd love to see a paddle.
This guy, this guy right here wants the paddle.
I would love to see paddle.
Yes.
Oh, you know what, Rich? If it comes to the Evercade, if it's USB, we can use it on our VCS too.
Oh, the egret too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the egret
I-
too. I was going to say, Evercade's not
Egret
doing any
2 is
more
fine.
hardware. They're nuts.
That would light a fire for me to make my own paddle controller, which is something I want to do.
See, that's what I want. I mean, yeah, while playing with friends and stuff would be cool, but that's what I want.
That's pretty good.
Give us a full advantage of the initial retro. That's why I love Blaze. They're on the right track. They can make a trackball work.
No, I think he's saying the egret too. They're not making one.
Well, no, but he said they're going to look into it. He said,
Yeah,
we're
because
gonna
the
look at it and
egret
see how it
too,
works
they
in
have
games.
their own trackball thing as a controller, and
Yeah.
you get 10 extra games.
And apparently, you can't even access those games without the controller.
Yeah, if that works,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
because it's packaged on the control. If that works on the Evercade VS, that'd be awesome.
Well, that's what Sean said.
Because I've
He said
got that coming too. I've got the egret, and I bought the whole package for the egret.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
cool.
Sean-
I'm
Get in
an
there.
impulse
Check.
buyer.
Sean said he's looking at. They said they're looking to see how it works and if they can support it. So
Yeah,
that's what's-
I would definitely
that's awesome.
like. I could see the paddle and trackball actually working with the arcade games,
Mm.
but for the home console games, I don't know. You might need to update some of the Atari 2600 games to use the paddles because the ones that do have been modified to use a joystick.
Mm. Yeah.
But they can do that now, though, which is great. They can do that. We can patch the ROM.
Yeah.
Midnight
So that's
Resistance
cool.
is better
Looks
than
like,
Contra.
Midnight Resistance is just running with this. So
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
hot
yeah.
take, Midnight Resistance better than Contra in my world.
But like the Atari
I'll pretend I
78
didn't hear that.
versions of Centipede and Millipede will probably never work with a trackball
I
because
played so much
it was never-
Contra as a kid.
made that way.
Like, oh,
that's awesome, though.
yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think, yeah, I mean, hardware wise, they need to take a break.
No, they need to keep the momentum going. Keep it going.
Well, every time I do hardware, it just distracts from their software.
No, I don't think so. Because if you have somebody dedicated on hardware, if they're not working on hardware, they're not going to be working on anything else.
How many people
Exactly.
do they have? I guess, whatever. I have low expectations for them this year, and that's okay.
I personally, I'm happy with what we have right now. If you don't get an update in a year, I'm fine.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, hey, like if we never get an update rest of our life. All right. Not like I threw the farm at this. I'm like, it's a $100 system. And
Listen,
I've got
Blaze hasn't-
how many new game systems come out these days? Or any game system that comes out, and you already have 280 games.
Right.
That's more than a lifespan of the N64.
Yeah.
So like if it never they go out of business tomorrow and never put it in their game, I'm pretty content.
Sean said
Yeah,
updates
I'm
don't
sure.
work.
Yeah, some
Then I'm
stuff
gonna mod the crap out of that.
Yeah. Listen,
it's
Blaze,
no different than the way games were in the past, where if they put it on a cartridge and they sold it to you and it was broken, there's no way to fix it.
350.
Yeah.
Listen,
But you know
Blaze
what I
hasn't
mean?
let me down yet, and I don't.
Like I
and
said, how
don't-
many consoles hit that in their entire lifespan? I know these are like games that have already been produced and all that, but they're still in the ecosystem.
Right.
So, so I'm fine. Like I said, they've done what they need to do with this system. For me, better than the mini systems, gives you 40 games and then you never hear about them again, right?
That's why you go with Blaze, because they're a real active company, and they keep doing updates, and they're just getting started.
I don't know.
I think we'll get a roadmap at the end of this month, though. I think they're going to do the roadmap at the end of the month. I ain't speculating. They don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
They ignore me.
Well,
so.
but also
I'm
the
too
end
critical of
should
them.
Be that the people are getting their VSs, right? You know, the US customers should be starting to get their VSs by the end of the month. So,
Well, Songbird's been shipping them out
for that.
for months now. Songbirds have Video Games Plus has had them. They've only sold out of the standard edition.
We've released more than Atari officially released with the 2600 links and Jadware combined.
No, that's not true. There's no way you're surpassing the cartridge, the amount of the games that were released for the 2600.
Yeah,
Well,
2600.
that Atari release though.
Yes.
That Atari
There's
official
yeah.
release?
third-party releases. I mean, the Atari
Officially.
2600 library is ridiculous.
Well,
Sean,
that's,
it's not a competition, Sean.
but like,
Focus on quality, brother.
okay, I could see that, but let's
And you
say,
wonder why they cut you off. I'm kidding.
but you could also say, oh, we've exceeded
Oh no, I don't.
the number of games that were
Could care
released by Nintendo on the NES. You know,
I'm messing with you.
Right.
Oh no, 900 here.
Yeah, and it's up there. I mean, all the third-party games are, for the 2600, over 900.
Yeah,
Still
but back then
making
too,
games.
right? You can make a game in a
yeah,
month.
people are still making games for the Atari 2600.
Yeah, you can still buy 2600 games.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them, actually. You can still buy new Coleco games, new Intelligent games. You can't buy new 5200s. I haven't seen any new 5200 games recently.
Actually,
I've seen new Jaguar games. I got a couple
gonna
from
do-
Funstock coming.
they're making
No
like,
Amazon.
Atari 8-bit computer.
Yeah, they're making more of those. Yeah.
That's exactly the same as 5200.
Are they the new ones still compatible with the 5200?
No,
Yeah.
because it's a different cartridge format. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
code
what I
is
meant.
exactly the same, but it's the literal cartridge format.
Yeah, the cartridge is little tiny ones for the 8-bit one, right?
Yeah.
And with
Yeah,
the 5200s, they're like mega.
Oh, and those
mega
controllers are awesome. The original ones because they were made of metal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I could have got I could have got the Atari 8, the ST at the local retro store. They were selling it for $50 complete in box.
That is different. I'm than the Atari 8.
The gray one, the gray one with
Shameless
the colored
plug
button on it, like that's the
That's the XEGS.
XEGS.
I have that.
Yeah.
I have the light gun too that goes and the keyboard that goes with it.
So,
Nice.
so for me, it's shameless plug time. Yes, plug my channel and all that stuff. So for me, funny that we talk about licensing and all that, because I will give a hint, because my video next week is why big companies won't give Blaze a license, because it's a little bit of a rant video. The gloves are going to be coming off. Y'all will get that.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's all good.
Don't worry, it's Pro Blaze, of course.
But all right, cool. So since we're in that mode, what do we got going on your neck of the woods there, Crow?
Me? Nothing.
Nothing.
I built a controller and I put out those videos. I'm just focusing on working my way through the collections, so I mean, as I've been going through it, I've been kind of building the videos for all 6 of them, all a little bit at a time.
Okay.
But when I'm finally done with the Atari collection, then I can actually wrap up all 6 videos, and then I can start putting that stuff out. But I've actually got a bunch of the little side projects too that are going on that are kind of pinball related. So I'll mention that whenever that comes out, because I don't think I can mention any of that stuff right now.
Got it.
Hey, Sean misses your videos, Crow.
The ranking videos, yeah. Well, I'll do ranking videos. I just need to I want to focus on getting out through the last 6 collections before I do anything else. And I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing it.
Cool. Awesome. What you got going on there, Pete?
No, same old. I got a bunch of videos coming up. Same, usually got me Atari stuff, Polymega stuff. I got Evercade's Chasing High Scores series I started. Got a bunch of stuff coming up. A lot of cool ideas, things coming up. But yeah, same old. I don't need. I'm not going to pander to anybody. You don't need to subscribe to my channel. I don't really care.
Dang.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
I mean, so as far as our neck of the
Just
woods
watch the
over here,
videos.
yeah, just come on in and hang out, right? Yeah, our neck of the woods here. I mean, I've been getting beat up with the workload on many different angles. So it's just like I just don't have time right now to be putting that consistent content out. There's gonna be another break Monday, Master System Monday this week, because I want to jump start the catch up without having to do like one of those crazy live streams. So we're gonna jumpstart it back with INTV Tuesday plus the community prompt answers. So if you guys still don't know about the community prompt, you want to jump in, find the video. It's one of the last videos that's actually out on the channel. And get your stuff in there. And there's community tab posts right here on the Bacon Ice Cream channel. You can just put in your answers. We're looking for what game made you go all in. So we can get some more answers. And then there's a little video from this guy up here. It's gonna appear on the Tuesday video. And then of course, question mark Wednesday, We're gonna finally play Breakout Recharge on Thursday. I'm getting there.
Let me say, speaking of Tuesday, I'll let you.
Yeah, I'm getting there. And then of course we got the return of me going through and Fun for Five and Rich's picks, some of the next collections, which is gonna be good. And then Tuesday night though, we got another Calling All Retro Gamers, so that'll be pretty cool. So come on over there and hang out with us and chat. Some cool retro stuff.
You also come join us.
So
with this this challenge, it's a 4-way tie.
it's a 4-way tie now.
Yeah.
The new voting.
No, not the vote. This actual scoreboard.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. The tiebreaker will be next week.
Well, yeah, for the moment.
For now. Nice.
It's just that
nice.
there's out of the first 4, each one of us has won 1.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
It's like that. I like that. No clear someone running out, and we're still all having good times playing games, which is good. I really like the whole live thing now. I do dig the format. I hope everybody else does too.
That might have been a good idea I had.
Hours of editing a video.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
Hours of editing a video that no one will watch.
It's so much more fun to do it here with the fans who really care about it. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. I think we successfully made it to another Evercast. So
was there any doubt?
that we would make it?
Yeah, I never
Who
know.
knows what's going on in this place anymore?
Sometimes somebody might not make it.
All right, guys. So thanks everyone so much for watching. We're gonna catch you next week with some more Bitmap action.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
If you can survive till then.
Thanks. All right. Until then, we got Pete right there. We got Crow right there.
Later, papes.
We got Ed right here, and we will see you guys next week for some more Evercast.
This concludes
Maybe.
our podcast.